Well, this is new for 1001 Book Countdown. Let's get to it. Hi everyone, I'm Sandy and welcome back to my channel. As you can see, I am in a different location today, and the reason for that is because of the book that I'm going to talk about. I thought it would be fun to bring everyone down here and show you a lovely park that is, not too far from where I live. I thought it'd be a fun, nice change of pace. I'll try and get some footage of the actual park, and hopefully I don't get a ticket because I didn't bring my day pass like a silly person. I did not bring it. But so for today, if you're not familiar with the 1001 Book Countdown, because that's what this video is, I have been reading off of the 1001 books you must read before you die list and doing reviews and discussions about those books. And this is just another entry in that, but you get the beautiful location behind me. So I will leave a card somewhere. I apologize. I can't figure out orientation from here, like where things would actually show up. But it is an absolutely beautiful day, as you can see behind me. So but for today, what we'll do is we'll go ahead and put up the numbers, which I think are 944 and 46, if I remember correctly. But editing Sandy will fix that if I was wrong. Maybe I should have editing Shelly from Shelly Swearingen's channel come fix it for me if I'm wrong. But so for today, the book that we're going to talk about is The Sea by Iris Murdoch. So that's why I am down here, is both the name of the book and the large presence of the sea in The Sea. As far as where there's a large presence of a body of water. It has there's a big importance on the sea for Charles Arrowby. So this book, The Sea, is written in 1978 by Iris Murdoch. It's my first Iris Murdoch novel. And I have to say I really did enjoy this book quite a bit. It follows a character whose name is Charles Arrowby, who used to work in the theater as an actor and retired to this country estate and is living at a place called Shruff's End. And I say estate, but I don't think it was really an estate. I think it was more, if I had to guess, more of a, cottage in the woods or cottage on the sea. And he is eccentric, narcissistic, unbelievable kind of as a character. He is pretty fantastic. He has an obsession with food, with swimming, with the sea. This body of water behind me is actually the Puget Sound, which is the closest I can get to an actual sea. It is a body of salt water, and I am at Saltwater State Park, if I haven't said that. And I love the sound of the ocean, so I'm hoping you can see that from here or hear that from here. But it is absolutely gorgeous, and so I can see the appeal. I've always wanted to live on the water. But Charles Arrowby kind of takes it to new heights. He is convinced that he does not want to have visitors, that he doesn't want to have letters, that he wants to live in isolation, and he is slowly brought out of that by people just randomly showing up at the cottage where he's at, or writing letters, or he didn't really invite anyone to the place that he's staying, but he definitely had a lot of people show up. And the book kind of reads like a diary, but it is completely unreliable. You have Charles Arrowby, who I don't know how often he was in his, so brilliant in his own mind, or how he was really, truly brilliant, or the way his brain was remembering things was very chaotic. And so, there's people on the beach over there watching me probably. Shh. So I'll cover him with the book. So he is going through life out there and is reminiscing about all the women that he in his mind have loved or have wanted to be in a relationship with him. Some of those women start showing up at the cottage. One of the women is actually no longer alive. And so he reminisces about her and how wonderful she was, and how he's convinced that this one woman, whose name is Hartley, is like the person he should be with for the rest of his life. And Charles goes through and makes some very questionable decisions about Hartley and how to handle Hartley, and it has wide-reaching effects, both for Hartley. There's a point in this where you really start to despise Charles Arrowby and some of the decisions that he's made. There's it does take a little bit to kind of get this book moving. Like it's set up in histories, and the first couple of histories are not great. Not great's not a fair way of saying that. The first couple of histories are slow moving. You're learning really more about Charles Arrowby than anything else, and about, it is his histories. And about at the end of history 4, or in history 4, he starts making some very questionable decisions, and you wonder how the people that are around him are allowing him to make some of those decisions. It's one of those things that you kind of go, no, you would hope people wouldn't allow that. And as you go into History 5, there's a lot of dramatic things that start happening in History 5. You start really wondering about, like, what in the world is going on? Is this whole tone of this book changing for you, or changing completely from how it was kind of set up in the beginning? And it is fascinating. The postscript, the very end of it, was a bit of a I'm not sure what's going on there. I mean, we had a great conversation in Discord, because this was my first book for my book club. I can't believe I'm just now saying that. It was my first book for my book club, and I'm so thankful to everyone who really stepped in and started reading this with me and contributed to Discord. And we're communicating back and forth and messaging back and forth, and it was just so much fun to read this with a lot of people. And people really did a good job of kind of just having that conversation about the postscript, especially about what that actually meant and what he was trying to do in the postscript. But it is, I'm going to say I really did like it. I would put it kind of in the four-star range for me. It was just a lot of fun. It wasn't ha-ha funny like I thought it was going to be, but it was very entertaining, is what I would say. And I'm very happy that it was the first book for the book club. But that, I think, is where I'm going to leave it without giving too many spoilers about the book, and going through and just telling you too much, because there's a lot of really fun discoveries that you can make in this book as you're reading it. So, but with that, if my numbers are correct, I go from 944 to 943, and I will go from 46 to 45. I'm still behind. I'm going to end this one here. I don't know if I'll have another book. I'm filming this on a Sunday. I might have another book in there. I don't know. We'll see how the week goes. And if so, I'll finish the countdown at home. But if not, I'll cut here. If so, I'll cut here and say, as always, like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, otherwise, I'll hopefully have another book for you. But I am going to take you around the park and just give you a really fun little tour, and maybe do a time lapse for you. So talk to you soon. So this is Saltwater State Park, and in the sea, there's actually a fair number of rocks, more in the form of cliffs. And Charles Arrowby likes to go swimming, and getting in and out of the water is a challenge. He has a set of steps that have a rope kind of, and but he definitely has some challenges getting just in and out of the water. And as you will come up here a little bit more, but this is just such a pretty beach. It's not really even a beach. There's some people up there that I think are digging clams and things, but it's just really pretty out today. There's a plane. So I don't know if you can see this, but out here in the water, I can't point, out here in the water, there's people out in the water today. I think that they're diving, if I had to take a guess. But it's really kind of funny, because in the sea, Charles Arrowby sees something in the water that he thinks is, a monster of some kind. I thought how How convenient. I don't know if you can see that on there, but it's really kind of cool.